There are certain rappers you shouldn't be at crossroads with if you want to remain in the rap game, and NBA YoungBoy is one of them. If someone had given Foolio this advice, he probably would have dodged a bullet from Kentrell, aka NBA YoungBoy. In today's video, we're going to show you how NBA YoungBoy's goons ran up on Foolio. What happened to Foolio? Over the past couple of days, everyone's been itching to know what exactly happened to the popular rapper Foolio. Well, on the 7th of November 2021, a huge shootout happened in Jacksonville, Florida, and nothing less than 100 ammunitions were fired that night. As expected, it was a rival gang-related shooting, only this time around, it wasn't just any rival gang. Jack's rapper Foolio was revealed to be the prime target of the attack as 3 men dressed in black hoodies showed up at the rapper's house where they began to shoot at him. Luckily for Foolio, using guns in self-defense is allowed under Florida law, so he pulled out his own gun and a shootout began between him and his attackers. He managed to escape the scene with the grazed bullet wound on his leg. According to Foolio, his gun wasn't the only thing that saved him from getting killed at the shootout. Apparently, he used voodoo magic to also attack his shooters. He said via his Instagram story after the shooting, "That was voodoo, that was magic." It didn't come as a big surprise to many of his fans because his parents are well known as migrants from Haiti and voodoo is very popular among his people. What his fans were really concerned about was whether he managed to escape alive. Luckily for him, he did. He got out of the scene with the grazed leg, and he didn't even need to go to the hospital for any major treatments, nor did he require any medical help. Although the attackers were able to take a shot at him after nearly 100 ammunitions were fired, it's unknown whether Foolio was able to shoot any of the 3 goons sent to kill him. Fans can't help but wonder who orders the attack on Foolio. You see, Foolio's been involved in many gang fights, so it's no surprise that this happened. Who shot Foolio? Foolio's been involved in several beefs with rappers that are mostly gang-related. Rappers like NBA YoungBoy and Young and Ace. The rival factions of Jacksonville, ATK, and KTA have taken their beef to a personal level, which has caused several lives to date. Foolio is a star of KTA, and Young and Ace is a star of ATK. While many fans believe that KTA, Young and Ace had a major role to play in Foolio's recent attack, as he's attacked him the most, many fans also believe that his beef with Kentrell, aka NBA YoungBoy, may be what has gotten him a bullet in the leg. Which of these rappers do you think it would be? Foolio beef with Young and Ace. Foolio is currently beefing with Young and Ace. However, when Young and Ace was asked about his relationship with Foolio in an interview, he claimed he had no idea who Foolio was, which wasn't true. In fact, the 2 rappers go way back. The Jacksonville KTA and ATK gang were well-known rivals, so when Foolio and Young and Ace started hitting up the rap scene, the 2 rappers weren't expected to click. Things got worse in 2017 when death was involved. 19-year-old Zion Brown, who was Foolio's cousin, was killed during a gang shooting. After the death of Foolio's cousin, a rival attack began and Young and Ace was shot 8 times, but he survived. However, 3 other people, including his brother, died. The war between the 2 didn't end there. Foolio went on to social media to mock the death of Young and Ace's brother and his friends by putting on a t-shirt with their faces on it. Less than a year later, Young and Ace's ATK gang retaliated, and this time, they took a brother for a brother. Foolio's 16-year-old younger brother, known as Bibby, was killed, and Foolio and his girlfriend were both injured from shootings from the ATK gang. One of the ATK gang rappers, known as K-So, went on to release an album titled Bibby Out, where he put the faces of the fallen KTA victims on the cover of his album. He went on to brag about the killings and smoking of Bibby in one of his songs, and this led to his arrest. After K-So's arrest, fans didn't hear much from the ATK and KTA gang until 2021, when Young and Ace dropped the music video, Who I Smoke. The hook of the song was Young and Ace bragging about the KTA members his gang smoked. The hook says, "Who I smoke, Bibby, who I smoke, Tiki, who I smoke, Lil 9, and now I wonder." The song was a means to humiliate the surviving gang members of the KTA gang, especially Foolio. After Young and Ace dropped his diss track, it didn't take a while before Foolio clapped back harder with a song titled When I See You Remix. In the song, he raps about the 2018 triple homicide, which took the life of Young and Ace's brother. Foolio made a video where he danced around a graveyard with a printout of the 3 victims singing happy birthday to him. Surprisingly, that's one of Foolio's top hits and most watched videos. Young and Ace isn't the only one itching to run a bullet through Foolio. He's just the first on the line, and other rappers like NBA YoungBoy have had to join the queue. Anyone who knows Foolio knows that his favorite thing to do aside from rapping is getting involved in fights, and boy does he enjoy picking on NBA YoungBoy. Since 2019, the 2 rappers have run up on each other many times, making threats to one another. Foolio beef with NBA YoungBoy. In fact, NBA YoungBoy went as far as sending Foolio a direct warning in one of his songs, letting him know he'll kill him if Foolio doesn't act right. On his song Play With Us, he rapped, "Foolio let that hammer bust. Slip one time and you bite the dust. That's when you guy. Foolio was asked in the interview what happened between him and NBA YoungBoy and why they never settled on anything. According to Foolio, NBA YoungBoy attacked him first by calling him out in his songs. Foolio goes on to state some lyrics where NBA YoungBoy called him out. He said, on the song, he said just like this, "What you want, Foolio? Boy, another one, come on. Foolio, you a I'm like, that's 2 strikes. I'm like, who he talking about? Then I'm looking at the views and you know what the fans gonna do? The fans gonna spam you in the comments. They gonna start it up. And then it just so happens, he got booked for a show in Jacksonville when we followed his Since NBA YoungBoy called him out a lot in his songs, Foolio was always ready to fight him whenever he saw him in person. However, since Cantrell was put under house arrest, not a lot has been heard from him. But Foolio has had a thing or two to say about the arrest. According to Foolio, he believes that NBA YoungBoy's arrest is a result of him not having a good team around him. In his words, I be watching him sometimes, and that's cause his circle is full of like, yes men. So they not gonna tell him if he wrong. With my circle right now, they gonna tell me when I'm right and when I'm wrong. Like, you don't need to post that. That's extra. Just calm down. If you ask me about that, I think Foolio's circle is doing a terrible job about what he posts, cause this man posts his entire life online. I mean, for someone with gangs and guns up his tail, he has zero privacy. Foolio has also attacked NBA YoungBoy to the point of calling him gay. He shared a video via his Twitter handle where he mocked a picture of NBA YoungBoy kissing another guy on the neck. Foolio went on to yell and ask his fans, is this what y'all support? This gay man? Foolio's mention of NBA YoungBoy's name became so much that some of YB's gang members started to put Foolio in check to watch his mouth. Foolio called out NBA YoungBoy's crew when he said, ever since YoungBoy went to jail, them been getting shot, popped, beat up, top. The boys doing bad. They need to let YB out that them need help. One of NBA YoungBoy's crew members, Herms the Black Sheep, aka the Gravedigger, responded to Foolio and said, that man loves saying top name, bruh. Herms says, me personally, bruh, I really feel like he suck, bruh. This keep name in his mouth. Don't pay you no mind, no attention. Then the crazy part about it, man, you the brokest rapper out of Florida. You broke as a Herms, however, shared a follow-up post via his Instagram letting us know that he doesn't have any personal beef with Julio Foolio. He wrote, I just sell dogs. I don't beef with rappers, especially over the internet. If NBA YoungBoy ordered the attack on Julio Foolio, it's safe to say that he had it coming, since he couldn't get his name out of his mouth all this while. Foolio's reaction to the shootout. If there's one thing a true Julio Foolio fan knows about the rapper, is that he takes all his business to social media. In fact, fans have called him out saying a real gangster doesn't care about Instagram live videos or Twitter threads, but that doesn't stop him from posting. After surviving the shootout with only a grazed bullet wound, Julio Foolio took to social media the very next minute to share to his fans, and let's not forget his attackers that he was alive and doing pretty well. He shared some clips on his Instagram story where he showed off the wound he received on his ankle after being grazed by a bullet at the shootout. The wound wasn't all he posted. He went on to post a video of the unloaded gun, which he used to shoot back at his attackers. On Trade E, I got right in slides, empty my whole clip. You boys goofies. I'm not dead, so stop faking for the internet, Foolio wrote via his Instagram story. It was via his Instagram post that he shared that 100 ammunitions were fired during the shootout and that he used voodoo magic to defeat his attackers. But come to think of it, how long do you think a 100 ammunition shootout lasted? Has Foolio been shot before? Julio Foolio is all about gang life. You know, guns every time, every day. So best believe he's either shot someone or he's been shot at. In an interview, he revealed that the first time he ever got shot, he was 15 years old. He had just been sent to a new school after he got expelled for fighting in his previous school. That day wasn't his lucky day, because not only was he sent to a school at his op hood, but a kid also died that very day, and all eyes were on him. Since he wasn't from the neighborhood, everyone thought he killed the kid. On his way back home from school that day, he was followed from the op hood, and he got shot in the arm and on his hip until he passed out. That was only the beginning for Julio Foolio. Since then, he's been involved in several gunfights, and he has at least 8 gunshot wounds. Julio Foolio gang violence. Foolio is one of the most popular rappers in Jacksonville, and he isn't scared to talk about the people the KTA gang has killed in his music, despite authorities' attention on the young rapper. One of the victims referenced in the KTA song is Freddie Patterson, a 30-year-old father of 12 who was shot and killed in November 2020. According to Sean and Tina Benton, the deceased mother, she didn't understand why her son's death was constantly talked about. Neither did she understand his relationship with these rappers. She said, it's not a funny thing that somebody's dead. It's not funny. They got loved ones. They got kids. The most gruesome mention Julio Foolio has mentioned in the song is the death of Corbin Johnson. Corbin got kidnapped. They found his bones. He was rotten. Where's Corbin? Julio Foolio says in one song. Johnson's mother, Melissa Jackson, reported him missing in 2018. He was 18. He was just a baby, she said. A year later, his remains were found in a wooded area. To this day, no arrests have been made. According to Melissa, she believes whoever kidnapped her son was someone that he knew because he wouldn't just leave with anyone he doesn't know. Foolio has also rapped about his rival Young and Ace's brother, who was also shot and killed by his gang. In the chorus of his song, When I See You, he said, "Went out to eat on his birthday, 4 shot, 3 dead in the worst way. Damn, he kept dissing on me, now he's smoking 23. He also called out rapper K-So, who was arrested for the murder of Foolio's 16-year-old brother. He said, "K-So, man, he been a fan. Don't wish jail on nobody. I swear I need to free that man so we can catch a headshot." Turns out prison is the safest place for K-So right now. As the families of the deceased who have lost their lives to the gang wars between ATK and KTA, especially Young and Ace and Julio Foolio, continue to seek justice, they have encouraged the police to pay attention to the music that these young rappers make, as they tend to brag and rap about who they killed and who they plan on killing.